Hey, good afternoon and happy Wednesday. So, I've had some stuff on my heart for the last 24 hours, not even 24, probably half a day, 12 hours. And I was going to talk about it earlier today, and my heart is just full of pitter patter and fear. And I had to wait till after to actually talk about what I want to talk about. But I've been working through some stuff and I've been working on myself. And in the course of this journey that I have embarked on, so often we hear the obstacle is the way, or stepping into our uncomfortable is actually where we're going to find freedom, is where we're going to find answers. And I've talked about this many times because it's really something I fight with within myself. And I know I'm not the only one. I know that you probably have the same experience in your life at times. But we get really comfortable in wherever we're at, whatever's going on in our life. And maybe we want to make a change. Maybe we want to shift something, but that change or that shift or whatever we think we want on the other side is going to require us to step into maybe some things we don't want to, whether it's emotional, whether it's spiritual, whether it's getting our feet dirty, climbing through the mud, I don't know. And so, when I work with clients, part of what we do is we do these assessments. We decide where someone is. We decide their readiness, like how ready are you to make the changes necessary to go where you say you want to go. And a lot of times in the course of this journey, you can really get a feel for someone's readiness or even willingness to make those changes. And for many of us, the resistance comes right away. There will be an obstacle in the path, and we run, we hightail it, boop, the other direction. How often have you done that? Don't lie. We've all been there, right? And so yesterday afternoon, late evening, one of my mentors invited me, encouraged me to participate in training our leaders, to doing a coach training. And I have learned through this journey that I say yes, and then I figure out how it's all going to turn out, how it's going to look, what it's going to look like. But I first have to say yes. I have to make a decision and just say yes, and then just know that the answers will come as I step in. And so I said yes. And as the evening went on, we hadn't picked the topic yet. We had some ideas going, and I was a little anxious because I've not really done a lot of training of teachers. And maybe there's a part of me that still has this imposter syndrome that I don't feel adequate to be teaching others. Maybe there's still a part of me that I am not comfortable speaking in front of people. I'm going to tell you something. Live is one thing. I'm talking to myself. But when I have to be in a Zoom room and there's a whole classroom of people looking at me, I get very uncomfortable. I have never felt comfortable doing a speech in front of other people. And I'm working through that fear and discomfort. And I know for me growing in my business, for me growing as a leader, for me stepping in and becoming that best person that I know is within me that needs to come out, I need to step into some of these really uncomfortable places, and I need to lead. And I know I'm skilled. I know I have the skill set, but I don't have the confidence yet, or I don't feel worthy, or I don't, whatever. So all these turmoil in your head. So I went to bed last night, not really sure what the topic was going to be, not really sure what I was going to do or how I was going to show up, but knowing I was going to show up. And I went to bed and I went to sleep, and I woke up this morning and my mentor had left me a beautiful little voicemail message telling me what the topic was. And it was the topic of doing lives. I felt like, oh my gosh, that's something I am comfortable sharing about. And so it all of a sudden became easy peasy for me to step in going, I could show another person because somebody showed me once. So took that pressure off. I felt confident. I worked with my mentor that we were working on this preparing, And I was able to step in, and I was able to step in with confidence, with ease. But I had people, my coach and my mentor, hooking arms with me, elevating me, cheering me on the whole way, boosting me up, making me feel really good. I spoke really fast, said it really quick. I have no clue how it looked, but when I was all said and done and I had done it, there's this confidence that, I did that. And why am I sharing that today is how many times in your life do you quit too soon? As soon as the obstacle rears its ugly head, and it does, it will do it every day. And we get to that place where the obstacle comes and the fear is in our belly and we're just like, I'm just going to hightail it the other way. Our comfort zone is our comfort zone. It's like what I know. Whether it's good or bad or indifferent, it's what we know. And anything we don't know yet is uncomfortable. Until we do it enough times, it's uncomfortable. And I got to speak on that topic. Like the first time I ever did a live, I wanted to throw up. Seriously. And my coach at that friend, my dear friend Stephanie, she said, you have to do this every day for 10 days, just till you get used to looking at yourself, talking to yourself, doesn't matter the topic. And she said, you can't go to bed at night without having done a live, or I'm going to check in on you. So every day I was committed that I had to do this live for 10 days. And by the 10th day, I was like, okay, well, I didn't die. I survived. I got out of my comfort zone. But I also developed that sense of, I did it. Our competency, our confidence comes every time we produce evidence that we can do something. When we stop settling is a form of mediocre. Mediocre is a place we live between that success and our comfort zone. And I don't know about you, but somewhere in my life, I got tired of living in mediocre. I got tired of living with just where I was. I got tired of being tired. I got tired of being round. I got tired of my clothes not fitting. I got tired of that. And I made that one little pivot that was really scary. And that one little pivot that I made to decide to get healthy brought out something. It created evidence in me that there's more within me. And it created evidence with me that I wanted to share this with others. And I started sharing with this others, helping one or two people. And that evidence started giving me this gift of, oh my gosh, do you know how good it feels to empower another human being to take their power back? We live in a world where we spend so much time being the victim of our circumstance. And when we get to lift people and encourage people and show people how to become the hero of their own story, and they get to create the evidence that makes them the hero of their story, just like my coaches are allowing me to be the hero in my life. When we get that, when we get to give that to another human being, the passion that it stirred in me to be helping other people create evidence in their life that they can accomplish the health goals that they set, to be there with someone when they're chasing a dream in their life, in their coaching business that they want to achieve, that I get to help them set that path and help them create the steps to make that happen. It's been life-changing, but it started with a decision that no longer can I settle. I have to be willing to get out of this place called comfort zone. I have to be willing to get my feet in the mud, to explore life at a different place, and it's really uncomfortable. And many times when our clients get started, there's this feeling of excitement, and I can't wait, and I'm nervous, and I'm going to throw up. There's so many emotions going on when we get started. So many of our clients, this season between the time that their kid arrives and their start date comes, they are so full of every emotion imaginable. Every single one. Because it's something I don't know yet. It's something I haven't done yet. But once I've done it, once, twice, 10, I realize I didn't die. I guess I can. To that point where, oh my God, I got here. That day that I reached my goal on December 24th, oh my God, I got here. Can I tell you that feeling when you get to hear another person? Oh my gosh. On Sunday after church, I left church and a lady came up to me and she goes, reached my goal, Corey. It starts with getting okay with being uncomfortable. It's okay to step in. It's okay to look at that obstacle and say, well, what's my fastest path through that sucker? Because it is not going to lead me anywhere if I'm not willing to step in. If I'm not willing, as soon as the first obstacle comes, my answer has to be, am I committed to reaching whatever it is that's on the other side? Because whatever you want is on the other side of that obstacle that you're facing today. Whatever you want to accomplish in your life, in your health, in your family, in your finances, in your relationships, it doesn't matter. Whatever you're trying to accomplish is on the other side of that wall that you got to find a way through, find a way around, find a way over, but take someone with you. Make it fun. Know that you're not alone. That's why we work with a coach. We work with someone else who knows what we want, who's going to say, I thought you said you wanted to get there. Do you know that that's how you're going to get there? Are you settling? And what are you settling for? And what would it feel like for you to reach that goal that you have on your heart? Whether it is in your health, in your marriage, in your relationship, in your family. That word tenacity, I spoke of it a few days ago. The tenacity of a child. When a 5-year-old decides they want something, they don't have any idea they don't have the ability to get it. They just go get it. That obstacle is not even in their mind. Not even. They just know they want the outcome. And they will do whatever it takes. You got the tenacity to go after your dreams? Do you want someone to link arms with you and run? I have the tenacity. And I know how to run and pursue. And I don't allow obstacles or fear to hold me back anymore. I learned to step in. I learned to find another way. When one door closes, I look for the other door, because God might close a door, but he always leaves you another path. But you got to be willing to look for the other path. You got to be willing to look. And then you got to be willing to walk towards it. You got to be willing. Got to be willing. Settle for where you're at. Live a life of mediocre. Or decide that one decision you make today, if you're committed to it, could bring you results beyond your wildest dreams, could bring you to a life you never even knew you could imagine. You have the ability to do that. When you make the decision, all the other obstacles go away and you just tenaciously pursue your dream. And you can make it happen. It is within you. There's nobody holding you back but you. I hope you have an awesome Wednesday. Bring it on Wednesday. We're halfway through the week. What is it that you're settling for that you have decided today, ain't gonna happen on Wednesday? What's one action that you need to do today that's gonna move you forward closer to reaching that dream you have on your heart? One thing, one action that moves you forward is all you need to do today to change the trajectory of your life. If it's health, wellness, finances that you are pursuing and you want that for yourself, reach out. I'd run with you. Have a great day.